So here's the thing. The short version is
it's not about. I know we already revisited, but hold on. So you gotta explain this to me.
All right. So the resentencing is really going to be, as opposed for them right now, they are serving life in prison without the possibility of parole. The resentencing would be for them to have life in prison with the possibility of parole. So it's just more or less of the possibility of them being able to get out. And also, it's something about because of how old they were when they were locked up.
Because they was like 18 and 20 when they did?
I think they were a little bit older than that. But no, by the time they were actually arrested. But the thing is, they went to court twice. They were tried 3 times. Like the first time was a hung jury. Second time I forget, and then the third time was when there was actual conviction that happened there. So it's not about these niggas trying to get out of jail. Like, well, it's not that. It's like they're like, okay, we're in jail. We know what we did. We killed our parents. We are in jail. Okay. Like I think one of the other things that they had asked for before was they wanted to be in the same prison.
I didn't know that was
just happened like recently, like that they just finally got to be in the same prison together. But yeah, so but I think it's something like if they get the resentencing, I don't know if they're going to end up with time. Sir, it was like they've been in jail for like a long time.
They've been around 30 years, ain't they? Over 30 years.
Easy.
Yeah, but it's something about how old they. I need to look it up. It's something about how old they were when they were locked up. That is going, which could happen.
It was under 25.
Yes, but something because they were under 25. It's something about being a college youth, some shit. Either way, but long story short, they may be coming home. I know one of them, I think, got married in prison.
Yeah. Well, is it one good and one bad now or something? Like one like is more like on a straight and narrow, and the other one has been kind of.
I just watched their documentary on Netflix, which is actually really good. I'm not going to watch the little drama series though. I'm good on that. But one of them is I didn't feel like either one was bad, but one of them is definitely on a more spiritual path, or just praying and just chilling out. But they were. From like I can't say I've kept up with them for the past however many years, but from what I've seen, or like I have to double check, they seem like they just been they went to prison and they just been sitting there.
Ain't doing nothing.
We ain't heard about them since 94.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and sometimes it's not like that. Some people go, you still hearing from them. And so I think now, even when people being like the Menendez brothers, why are we talking about them? But which goes into sexual assault of young boys. And at that time, when they were on trial and that was being talked about, there were late night comedians that were late night hosts that were making jokes about it. They were like, it was it was fodder. It was late night fodder for the idea that they they were molested, blah, 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 blah. But now, in 2024, if that case would have happened today,
they would have got off. I think they would have got off.
We just thought of them as them killing their parents.
Right, yeah, I didn't know all this stuff, but you're telling me now.
Even the reason of the hung jury the first time was because they were the possibility of them doing manslaughter versus the murder charge. I think that's what it was. So it was the reality of, we understand that there was trauma that happened to them as children and held throughout their, as they got older. They still killed their parents. And it's it's not necessarily a self-defense part if you weren't in immediate danger. So there was that game of it. So much that dug into it. But so we'll see what happens. That's like I say, the Menendez brothers was last week's thing. I was on Brothers all last week. So I did Menendez brothers. And then I was heavily involved in watching stuff about Peyton, Cooper, and Eli. And I feel like y'all kept Cooper from me. I love Peyton Manning with all my heart, and nobody told me how fucking funny Cooper was, and I got an attitude about that. That y'all kept Cooper from me, and you'll pay. All of the people, they'll pay. They'll pay. They will pay. They're all funny, but Cooper is fucking hilarious. So yeah, those brothers, and then I think, what am I paying attention to this week? I forgot already. I had something that I was really paying attention to like 2 days ago.
I see Big Meech out. The street's been waiting. He in that halfway house.
Y'all see that video where the girl was like, "I'm glad he out because y'all cats been sharing bottles."
All these niggas going in on bottles at the club.
I'm not throwing no money no more. Meech, they need you. She was like having a plea, like, Meech, they needed you. It's 12 dudes in a booth with 3 bottles, passing it around.
What they call ball now ain't nothing how they used to do shit. Like, we need to get out of here. Get out of here.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.